Welcome back to the AI Daily Brief Headlines Edition, all the daily AI news you need in around 5 minutes. Mark Zuckerberg says that Meta's Llama models have hit 1 billion downloads. That is a big increase from last December when the company claimed 650 million downloads. Now, for some sense of comparison, TikTok has been downloaded over 5 billion times, and Roblox has over 1 billion downloads for mobile users. Then again, those are both popular consumer apps rather than open source AI models. Still, to something doesn't quite add up. Professor Ethan Malik writes, sort of confused on how Llama could have been downloaded 1 billion times. You can just keep using the model and don't have to download it each time if you want to use it. Cocktail Peanut reposted that and said, I think I contributed to like 1 million of those. Accelerate Harder, meanwhile, writes, this has got to be by counting the Hugging Face download numbers, which are notoriously insane, right? What other possible explanation could there be for 1 billion Llama downloads? 1 copy each for 1 out of 8 humans? How many GPUs even exist on Earth? I think from my perspective, we can just give Zuck the win here and move on. There is clearly a lot of interest and a lot of deserved interest in the Llama family of models. And if we zoom that forward, there seem to be some exciting things coming. Meta is currently gearing up for their inaugural LlamaCon taking place at the end of April. It's been widely rumored that the event will feature the release of the Llama 4 model family, which will be natively multimodal and optimized to power agents. Google is giving Gemini an upgrade, making it more feature complete with a Canvas interface and a version of NotebookLM audio overviews. The new interface option is similar to the identically named ChatGPT Canvas tool and Anthropic artifacts. As a total aside, we're starting to see some feature naming consistency. Google, OpenAI, and Perplexity all have a deep research feature, with Grok calling it deep search. And I kind of think that that's better for users than everyone trying to pretend they're somehow fundamentally different. So maybe these are all supposed to just be called Canvas. My point being that multiple people calling it Canvas might not be a lack of creativity, it might actually be a user-friendly move. Anyways, what this offers is a new interactive space for collaboration with Gemini, allowing users to go back and forth with the AI on revisions to writing and coding projects. And indeed, whatever they call it, this interface style is starting to become a default feature for AI chatbots. If you have used the before and after, it makes a huge difference to eliminate much of the copying and pasting and switching windows and manual updating. The interface also allows native execution of code for quick testing. Now, porting over the audio overviews feature of NotebookLM is an interesting choice from Google and one that makes a lot of sense. The tool went viral last year as users experimented with the ability to generate a podcast on any topic. It felt like a natural fit within NotebookLM's research focus, but it also has a much wider set of possibilities, and it's likely that those other types of use cases might more come to the fore now that it's embedded inside Gemini. It also means that you can now use Gemini to generate a deep research report and immediately spin up a podcast to digest it. Google is definitely surging to bring all of these experiences natively into Gemini in a big way. Lastly today, an update from the white-hot coding assistant sector. AI startup Graphite has announced $52 million in Series B funding and a doubling down on their coding tool. Graphite was founded back in 2020, 1,000,000 trillion years ago, and started life as a mobile development tool company. They pivoted to code review shortly afterwards and have since built out AI tooling, largely based on their solution to internal pain points. Co-founder Meryl Lutsky said, Graphite started as an internal tool we built to solve our own pain around code review. We shared what we built with a few ex-Meta engineers who quickly shared it more broadly, and soon the demand for Graphite became too loud to ignore. So how does this differ from more general assistants like Cursor? Well, Graphite is basically a little bit more focused. It can make code suggestions based on developer comments, compile code summaries, and generate fixes for code failures. Their new tool called Diamond will be focused on automating bug hunting and will be offered as a standalone product. Graphite's platform also allows customers to define their own code-based specific patterns and filter sensitive information. Whatever they're doing, it seems to be working, as Lutsky said that revenue grew 20x in 2024. So no signs of slowing down in this particular sector, and we haven't even gotten into the big $1 million no-code hackathon that's coming down the pipeline now. However, that is going to have to wait for another episode. For now, that is going to do it for today's headlines. Let's shift over to what is some unbelievably interesting research about the speed at which agents are getting better in the main episode.